In this city, there was a horrific shortage of water. Here, water was sold at pumps, just like gasoline. People had to spend their entire month's earnings just for a single sip of water. Clean water did not come from the government taps. Instead, they spit out water that was filthy and full of trash. Out of desperation, people bought alcohol and oil instead of water. They used sand instead of water to wash their dishes. There was no fresh food available to eat either. Only stale and rotten food could be found. I was a farmer. I owned plenty of land, but because of the lack of water, nothing grew on it. To earn money, I had to haul goods in the mountains with my donkey. One day, my son became extremely thirsty. He went to the water sellers, but they refused to give him any water and began to mock him. They teased him for being poor and made fun of his broken down house. My son came back feeling dejected. On the way, our donkey also stumbled and collapsed from thirst. He had become very weak. We somehow reached a water pump. I gathered my courage and bought one sip of water. In exchange for that single sip, I had to give up 10 days worth of my earnings. My wife and son were also thirsty. I shared that little bit of water with them as well. Seeing them get some relief brought a smile to my face. The next day, a boy came to our house. He was in love with my daughter. My daughter stood silently behind the door watching him. The boy said that he had a robot-like donkey and that we could keep it if we wanted. Hearing this, I started digging the ground behind the house so I could hide it. The following day, when I returned from work, I saw that the house was locked. None of my family members were there. I panicked. I set out to find them. On the way, I fainted from exhaustion. When I opened my eyes, I saw that I was surrounded by some criminals. They were advancing toward me to cause me harm. To save my life, I picked up a gun lying nearby and fled the scene as soon as I found an opportunity.